you guys are still working on practicing making complex or compound sentences, but I want to move on and I want to show you how we're going to apply this to your personal narrative, okay? Because practicing this all day is great, but how are we going to use it in our actual writing is more important. So, sorry, I thought I had it pulled up already. I know. Okay, so in your personal narratives, something that I'm going to be looking for is that you are using a variety of different sentence types, which is what we just talked about. I'm going to be looking for simple sentences. That means that it's independent clauses. Remember, those are the same thing. Compound sentences, meaning an independent and another independent with a fanboy. And complex sentences with a dependent and an independent clause. So today, I want to show you some different methods for how you can go into your own writing and revise for that sentence variety. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples from my exemplar, just to kind of show you how you can go about doing this. So the first way that you can do this is to combine simple sentences using fanboys. So for example, I sat the books on my desk, period. A few fell off of the pile onto the floor, period. That's two sentences, okay? There's nothing wrong with that, but if I'm trying to vary things, I might try combining this into one compound sentence using a fanboy. I sat the books on my desk and a few fell off of the pile onto the floor. I'm doing something. Comma. So I've combined these two simple sentences into a compound sentence by adding a comma and instead of having a period. That's one way that you can revise your writing for sentence variety. I've seen a lot of really long sentences in your writing as well. And something you can do is you can break up those longer sentences into simple or complex sentences. So for example, this is a very long sentence. You can each take one to take home and read over the summer and then keep for yourself to share with your family and friends when you finish. You notice how I said that? It was kind of a mouthful, really long, no pauses. So a way to revise is break this up. You can each take one to take home and read over the summer, period. Then keep it for yourself to share with your family and friends when you finish. So now I've broken it up into two sentences. This one is simple. This one is complex because it has an obus at the end when you finish. Okay, so you can break up long sentences into simple or complex. You can add openers or closers using a obus. So I sat in agony and watched as each kid shoved a book into their bag. The hundreds of eyes she seemed to possess because she never missed a thing. As I walked back to my desk, the pile teetered like a tree in a windstorm. Notice if it's a closer, there's no comma. If it's an opener, there's a comma. Just one more thing to keep in mind. And we'll be practicing with that more, but something to pay attention to. The final way that you can revise for sentence variety is by adding interrupters that add information. So my favorite teacher was retiring. I'm going to add an interrupter here with more information about my sentence. My favorite teacher in my 6 full years at school was retiring. She challenged me and pushed me without my realizing she was doing it. She challenged me, comma, with new books and new ideas without my realizing she was doing it. So I've added more information about how she challenged me. Okay, I'm going to post this in Google Classroom so you'll be able to see these examples and look at them again. I want to show you really quickly. Today what you're going to be doing is you're going to be highlighting sentences in your personal narrative. So in your personal narrative, I want you to highlight 2 simple sentences, 2 complex sentences, 2 compound sentences in these colors. Okay, and this is, if you don't have these yet, you're revising. You're either adding new sentences or revising the sentences you already have so that you have all types. Here's an example of how I highlighted mine. So this is just one paragraph, but I have 2 of each. I've collected all of these books over the years, comma, and I just won't have room for them at home. It's a compound sentence. You can each take one to take home and read over the summer, comma, and then keep for yourself. Keep it for yourself. That's also a compound sentence. My favorite teacher in my many years as a student was retiring. That's a complex sentence. Miss Bennett was steely as a knight in armor. Simple sentence. She took 0 crap from anyone. Simple sentence. So I'm not going to keep reading these, but this is posted in Google Classroom. So you are highlighting your personal narrative for 2 of each type of sentence. And I will put that direction back on the board. Are there any questions about this? Okay, keep your assignment that we just worked on open, the Google Drawing, so that we can come check that you have each type, but you should also be in your personal narrative, working on revising for sentence variety. Any questions? All right. Yep. And again, guys, I'm posting this in Classroom, so you can also open it up here. I'm going to give you a minute to get this open, to get your music set, and to finish up any conversations, and then it should be silent. All right, that's time. So when I get to 0, it should be silent, and you should be working on your own independently, no talking. 5, 4, 3, 2, and just to be clear, after that, it's demerits for talking. 1, 0. We're working for 5 minutes.